So good evening, everyone. Welcome to class. Yeah, how many of us have done our assignments? I think we have only 4, and the closing time will be tomorrow. All right. I think let's use this class. Let's use this class to analyze our assignments. Abi, the assignment, is it too tough? I think it's a bit.
Sir,
What happened? There's nothing there now. Where's my login? Okay. There was something I wanted to achieve for the assignment, and I'm happy I was able to achieve that. It's actually to stretch. So we need to, because I love the collaboration we're doing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people have submitted. All right, I'll be waiting for that to get submission. Right. All right. I think I've seen what you've done for those people. So the collaboration is what I was looking for, and I'm really, really glad about it. We get it. So we're going to continue from where we stopped last week. No, let us analyze this. So I'll pick out some people's work, and we're going to use it as a basis for tonight. Okay. We're going to start. Okay, so this is the assignment. I picked out, this is for faith. This is your governor's assignment. Yeah, let's compare it. Okay. Okay. I can't see the logo. Okay. Okay. And this. Okay, let me inspect. Let me see what she's done. Okay, created the table. All right, this is awesome. Nice concepts. Okay, able to achieve this. What I'm looking for is you're able to break into a table, broke it down. Yes, it's fine. Featured. Okay, try. Let me see how you do your featured. Yes, featured. And then it's style view. This is perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, this is Tunji's own. Mr. TJ in the house. Okay. So this is Tunji's own. Tunji, your own does not look like it. You just call your own salon trade.
no, this person is trying to afflict us.
Hey, I'm suspecting something here. Tunji, hope it's not that you've imported something here.
I guess so, sir. I think it's broken. This is not how it's supposed to come out, actually.
This is not allowed. We have not gotten to bootstrap. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. So what we want is just plain CSS, like what we have right here.
Go.
Yeah, we've not gotten to importing using CSS library. It's just using pure CSS to achieve something. I think you need to work that assignment. I'll reject it. So using link ref for external Java CSS help you to, bundle it up. What exposed me is when I saw this manual, I knew that, something is popping here. I knew immediately. So this one will help you this one will not expand your mind. It will not help you. This is what will help you. What state worked out here? What state worked out here? If you can be able to achieve this, in short, I would say that you're already 50%, 50% ready as a web application developer. You can achieve this. Yeah, you can achieve this. Yeah. It takes this takes a lot of creative mind and stretching your mind. Yeah, so this is what I expect from you guys, and I love it. Right. So let me see for another person. Let me see for Promise. Okay, let's see for Promise. We are here. Okay, Rafi, right here. Ah, what's this one that I'm seeing here? Okay, let me check. I may be wrong, sir. Okay, I'm only seeing one. Hey, my God. Hey, probably so. Where are your images? You did not copy me. I don't go this. What? Hmm? Okay. Okay. Hmm. So, promise on this call.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah. So it's either you send me your work. Your pictures are broken. So this one is putting you in trouble. The pictures are broken. Let's see. The pictures. The reason it's broken is because you are using your own directory, your system directory, to upload. For my side, I don't have this directory. So what you need to do is just put, for example, this one, put greatStyle.jpg. It will work. If you put that again, right? And then put the image directly where you have this. You have HTML file so that you reference it directly. So yeah, so you need to look at that. You can ask your governor, to explain to you if you are having the difficulty. But from this is a very great work. I like this. Try. Okay. So we've been able to analyze what you've done. All right. So this is what I expect from you is ability to, okay, this is like, let me use state work as a reference, right? For this. Right. So I will look at the contour of what state did not do very well. So for state, okay, you omitted this logo. You could have been able to download this logo and put it there. This one, rain gap industry, yes, you should have been able to. Yeah. Now, your struggle is how do you move it to this point, and you don't want to put it at the center. So those are the things you are going to look at today. So today is just to review the assignment and give some context. Okay, let's look at this. Yes, you are very right at this. The first thing you do is this. How do you achieve this? This is a table with two columns, which you did. The table with two columns, I think that's what you did. Yeah, a table with two columns. And that table has what is called, you see, the line you have here is called borderline. So which you added CSS for. So border. So let's use Faith's assignment to work today. So other people you can reference Faith assignment if she hand it over to you and use it to work. So let's use this to work today. So now, all right. Can you all see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir, I can see the screen, sir.
All right, good. I just want to know you're following. All right, so we'll be referencing it. We're working together on this. Okay. What do we put from here? All right. So this is fake work. The first thing is she put an header. This is this. First thing is I'm analyzing our work so that just pay attention. Header, that's the first thing we're working on. So there's a div item. She use a div for what now? For ring gap industry. Ring gap industry. Right. You don't need, okay, she put a div border button. I don't get what you've done here. This bit.
Sam, is under the I don't know, maybe it was my eyes I used to check it. But the website we were told to replicate the the down line is dotted, kind of dotted.
Okay,
So
that's what
that
you're
was
trying
why
to.
Sam?
Okay, okay. Oh, this is what you're trying to recruit.
Yes, that line that is dotted, that is broken.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not compulsory. Not compulsory. Okay, that's nice. Okay, dotted. Wow. You could have done it another way. You get.
Okay,
Let me
sir.
remove this first. So there are 1 million ways to achieve something, to achieve what we are looking at. Okay, you guys just follow me, just stay with me. All right. So instead of putting that right there, what would have done is would have just put it right here. Remove this and then put it here. Let's see. Okay, because it's putting at the bottom here. So you change this to instead of border bottom, it should be border top. I will explain to you. Oh, you guys don't be lost. Hello, Faith. Do you see the same thing we achieved? But where's the color?
Yes, sir.
So one thing you also learn is avoiding complexity and trying to make your work very simple and easy to explain. Avoid complex work. Avoid complexity. So this complex. So this we don't need this. We don't need even this. We don't need it. Empty this. So you could see. Okay, can you see that I've recreated what we did? So what we try to do now is that we just focus on now. So what Paige tried to do here, guys, is that the name of she tried to recreate this. She tried to recreate this guy. Free website template. That's what she tried to do. So and this is it. And if you look at it, you could see that this place had a background. We did not put all of this one there. We did not put all this there. So let's try to do that. But before we do that, let me explain what she has done so that other people are not confused. Let's see what she has done. All right. So ring gap industry. That's the first thing she put. Ring gap industry. And she put a reference there, which is fine. And now she's tried to put a style design. Text decorator, not meaning that if we remove this, see, all what you are saying here is based on research. I'm sure that they have done a lot of research to come to this work. All of you, can you see this? Can you see that ring gap industry was underlined when I put remove something in the CSS? So by default, when you are creating a link, if you put underline, if I want to remove the underline, I will do text decoration equals to none. For example, if I want to check on Google, I say, how do I remove underline from href in HTML? You see the code. Okay, can you see it? Can you see? Let's decorate or not. I'm just showing you how to do research so that if what you are doing is appearing differently, awkwardly, you can control it. You can be able to ask Google and say, oh, this thing is showing underline, but I want it to behave this way. So you take it to Google. You can copy and paste the code. So this CSS code will remove underline, from because of this href. Anywhere you put this href in your A tag, it will automatically put underline. But once you put decoration none, it will remove the underline. Okay, right. So what did she do again? She gave it a color. Here's the color she gave to you. Right. So I'm sure she copied this HTML color from online, which is fine. And this is the name. Right. So now, how can we achieve this? I want to move it to the right a bit. Right. So before doing that, because I need to include all of these things together, let's look at the nav. The next thing is navigation, which is very important. You put a navigation item. Now your navigation item has a background, a background which has been achieved, right? It has some dotted line, which I try to adjust. I will explain it to you, just stay with me. The navigation has four. Let's take it one step at a time so that you don't get confused. Let's copy the background. Put it here. So we are saying background color. This is the background color, this color. Give the nav background color, right? The next thing is give it border. Border is the lines that surround a tag. An image can have a border. Any tag, any element can have a border. Do you get? So border is just the same way you create border in Microsoft Word. Yeah. So I'll be using this to explain so that you get what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by border. For example, I create this. I create rectangle. Do you see is a border that is around it? Let me try to reformat it. Right, change the color to white. Can you see the lines around it that is blue? That is what we call border. And where do we have a border? I don't want it. You can come. If tomorrow you have grace period to tomorrow. You can submit tomorrow. So if I change the outline, you can see the border change color to red. You can see. And then I can change the dotted. Can you see? That is what we call a border. I can say I don't want outline, meaning I don't want border. You see, there's no border. There's no border again. So I can change that I want border. I change the width. Change the color. All right. Can you understand what we call border now? Hello, please. I need our feedback. I'll be rounding up by 9, please.
Yes, I will understand.
Yes.
All right. So it can also be an image. Can be okay. Let's see an image. I have a clip out here. Let me bring the picture. I have the picture. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let's use this as example. Sure, if there's okay, picture border. Let's use this as example. The width, I give it this. Okay, and then border color. change the color together. All right. Can you see that I can put border on this picture too? And I determine the kind of weight, meaning how thick it should be, and the type of border it should be, maybe dotted or different thing, and I can give it a color. And give it a color. All right. Give it a color. You can see this. So every element in HTML, you can apply a CSS or border. And I can at the same time say that I only want to apply border at the top, meaning that this border will be at the top, the sideways, and the bottom will not have. I can put it at the bottom, I can put it at the left, I can put it at the right. Do you get? Apply it only. So I can put a border on anything. So what she tried to achieve here is put a border because she saw a border, dotted border on top of this background. So she tried to replicate it, which she tried. I love that. So how did she do it? So that's what translated to this code, border top. Border top, meaning apply border to the top only. If I say border, or it will apply border to everything, and I define the function dotted. You get, and she gave it a color. Here's the color of the border. So it's not appearing well. Let's give it black. Black will be visible, more visible to you. You can say black. You can call it the name, black. Let's refresh. Can you see the black dotted there? You get. So if I remove that dotted, if I remove the dotted, you will see a difference. Let me say solid. Can you see it's no longer dotted, it's not solid, it's straight. Now, it could look like I know it, right? So let's go to Google and say that I want to increase the width of my border. CSS. I'm picking out to Google search. Because many of you are struggling with your assignment. What you need to do is you are not trying to do it alone. Try to do it with Google. All right. Just like, how do I recreate this thing? Then ask Google. I don't expect you to do it by yourself. I expect you to learn how to research. There's nothing wrong if you do research with AI, but it's wrong if you use AI code. Because you don't learn anything. But you can Google research with AI. You see, border width. I do this. If I apply it, you see the difference. I paste it here. Border with 5 pixels. Give it 5 pixels. So see where it's going to come up now. It has come up. Can you see 5 pixels? Please. We use pixels to measure something. Let me take 2. So this is a little bit lesser. All right. So, and then what else did she apply? Padding. 50 px. You see how padding works now. Okay. This is the difference. Padding helps with the internal space for any internal item. It means that it's taking 500 pixels both right, left, and center and bottom. So this element are shrink. But you know what? Don't worry yourself about this. You don't need to. If I change it to 50 pixels, and see 50 pixels, it gives me this. So you can do padding left, padding right. Go and learn all those things. I might not be able to. Now there's something called test align right. This command here helps you to shift all of the elements, all of the tags in a tag, all of the elements you put in a tag. No, all of the tags underneath now, it pushes them to the right. If I remove it, if I say left, you see the difference now. Left. Let me refresh. Can you see that all these items move to the left? So, if I don't put anything, it will be in the left. But if I want it to be in the right, just put right. Can you see the wrong move to the right? So this is
Thank you, sir. Sorry, I want to ask a question. Does it mean that if we say align, open that align to be right, we have to close it as well? for us to have.
Yeah, always use this to end any statement, any sentence.
Sir?
This parenthesis, this semicolon, we use it to close any CSS code. Can you see this dot, this semicolon?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you must always use it to close your CSS code. So you see that after I put padding 500 pixels, I ended it with a semicolon to write the next command. So what we are doing here is instructing how an element to look, how it tag, and each element tag to behave, to appear. That's what we did here. So you can have everything, you can have it, you could see that all what you are seeing here are compact together. You'll be imagining, is it that faith? Is it that she just reason it and just put everything together? No, she started one at a time. The first thing is, okay, let us add background to this thing. She put background. The next thing is, okay, how we go put border? She put border. She not like, no. It should only be the top that should affect. So all this thing is not thought about once. It is one step at a time. After you achieve this, you now say that, okay, that border, let me give it color. You now add black. That is how you begin to write your code, begin to expand. I hope I'm clear. I've made myself clear. So don't be afraid to think that, how can I create this thing by myself? This thing is tough. That, how is she able to come about this? It is step at a time. That's why I discourage you using ChatGPT code or any AI code. You will not understand it. But if you do it by yourself, you add one CSS command, you begin to see the changes that take place. Then you add another one, you begin to see the change. That is how you need to work and learn. Did you understand that?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, she might have worked and said that, oh, this is my work. How can I achieve this stage to be like this for? If she did not put her line right, it's everything just moved to the left. And she was like, okay, I want to achieve this thing, this one move to the right with it. So you Google it. How can I move? Just Google, look at it. Let's look at Google. How can I move or align items to right? Yes. If you give you the code, Google will give you this how to research. So you can research using ChatGPT, there's nothing wrong. See, Google, you see, it's making you could see it. Text align. You can use float, you can use margin. So you can use any of these. But it's just suggesting to you. Okay? It's suggesting to you. So you can try. So there's nothing wrong in trial by error. You try and know which one. You see this one? There are many options you can use. Test align right. So then I'm sure she researched and she found out, let me try test align right. And then she applied it to her code and it came to it. So website design is like you are building a house. That's why you need to be creative in your mind. You know what you want to achieve at the end of the day. That's why I taught you do layouting. On a sheet of paper, draw out how you want to achieve. Okay, this table should have 2 columns. Okay, at the end of the day, you now begin to lay the blocks upon blocks, line upon line, little here, little there, add one block. Don't be in a rush. Add one thing at a time. Okay, as you add this, okay, it appear this way. Then you add on. You see, that's why what Tunji did. Tunji was trying to create everything once. Like, oh, let me achieve it once. It will not be a good work. You can copy, you can get somewhere around it, but at the end of the day, you don't understand what you've done. But learn to put the block upon block. By that, you build a solid foundation for yourself, right? And you learn patience and endurance. So that is what I'm teaching you guys at this stage. Patience, most of you who have been frustrated is a good thing. It is stretching you. So what I'm doing now is reviewing the assignment with you. So I want you to go back. I will extend the timeline to next week. Do you get? So go back with what I've taught you. Lay a line upon line, a block upon block. Don't rush.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Don't be discouraged. After you achieve the first thing you achieve in it, set a target. I want to achieve the header. You try to add, okay. You remove, you do trial by error. When you have, you see the changes. Do you know what? When you're trying to add here and there, something will open up your mind. You begin to understand, oh, okay. Next time when you are doing something else, that experience you've learned, that thing you've learned, you cannot apply it in other things. So this test align right, you discover that, okay, when you want to move your image to the right, you want to position it well, you're able to apply the same experience there. So that's how you learn. Do you get it? So you need this preset upon preset, line upon line, so that it's not for now. It's what you achieve now can be applied for bigger projects. So you are laying a foundation for yourself. So you will be frustrated, but it's a good thing. Yes. So this is what she has done. And then she now put a navigation item like home, about, which I've taught you. You see, she tried to copy, reference what they've done here. This home has a background of its own, which each one, and that's what she has tried to do here. Let's look at her code. Where's her code? Look at her code. So you see, she gave it a background color. She gave each of them background color and the background color and the color. This is the color of the text. It's the white. The background color is black. You see, that's why you have white on black. Do you get? And then he gave it padding 10, meaning that the spacing, you see, from this place to this place has a space, from top to this place to where the text home is has a space, from right to where this is has a space, from left to has a space. If I change this padding to 50, we'll see what will happen. Do you see? It makes this thing much bigger. It expands because you are trying to expand the pixel between the text and the background and its background where you are putting it, situating it. So that's why it's more larger. So reduce it to 10. So you do trial by error. Yeah, we do trial by error permitted. So you put it there and then text direction none so that it does not have underline. Remember, if I remove this, because you are using href tag, it will put underline. You see underline. Because I don't want to underline to the text. Decoration is none. Margin left. Hey, Faith, why did you put margin left there? You have over analyzed and you have over copy code. You need to copy this. So you don't need to margin left. So let me teach you margin. When you use margin, there's a CSS called margin. Margin is a way of moving items also. And I'm going to use it for our work here. Instead of using align left. Remember, when I refresh, it puts it to the right, automatically to the left. So I can do margin left, 100 pixels. Meaning I want to move it 100 pixels from the left. Can you see what it did? It moved the entire background element. It moved everything. It moved everything, which is not what I want to achieve. So what I can do is, if I want to allow it to affect only the navigation items, I can do this. Let me rework your code. I can do this. Video. Okay. So for us to do a neutral work, let's move. What did I do? It's not no wonder it was misbehaving. But it should be now. Okay, now. Here we are. I'm in trouble. Okay, that should be there. This one should be here. So you see that I'm being careful with how I'm closing my stuff. So for us to do a neutral work, I should tab it so that now it's closed. I know where my div also is and my A. So I would rather put my margin left 100 pixels. You see it will change now. Can you see? You might not see the difference, but let me change it to 100 pixels. Move it. I'm commanding it, margin left. Move everything under this to 200 pixels. Move everything. Can you see 200 pixels? Can you see it's moving? I'm giving it a space from the left. Move away from the left 200 pixels. If I say move away from the left 10, 10, it will go closer to the left. Yeah, and I just make it left. The gap from the left hand side. If I say for 300, to move further. That's 3,000. If you move further, you see. So the same way I can also say margin top. I want to give it 50 pixels. We'll see what happens. If we give it a space from the top, it will draw it downward. Can you see? Draw it downward. Draw the items downward. Right. But nevertheless, don't forget that there's a padding that was applied. But don't worry. Now, I've got this padding now. If you don't understand, you can record this video. Padding is to provide, like, it's like they put you in a container. You know when you are in a small room and you say, no, this one has to be bigger, it must be this square meter. You want a large space, but you are in the middle. Do you get? So the kind of space, square meter you want, that's padding. You use padding to determine it. Margin is for how do you want to move something from left, right, bottom, top. If I want to move something to move away from the left, I will say margin left. If I want it to move away from the right, I will say margin right. If I want to move away from the top, I will say margin top. Okay, so that's how you move items, tags, you move elements in CSS. So let's go back to what she used. Align, text align. Text align right. Yeah, let's go back to what we achieve the same result. So this is what she tried to do. So let's look like that. You get. So the next thing is okay. And she applied for href, she applied all of these things. I said, so Faith, you don't need to apply margin left. So to create is actually not necessary. You get it. So you have over research. So just leave it this way. Just leave it this way. It's fine. I know that you try to put a space among them, but not needed. You see? So this is what Faith did, and she created a header. Right. So now, based on what I've explained, what you just need to do here now is you create a table, when you want to achieve this now, you see this lady, you can put her in this table, in a table data. Now, let me now tell you something. I taught you table. Let me use this to teach you this now. I taught you table. Which one? I want to see what Faith did here. Okay, so now, I taught you table. Faith. Are you there, Faith?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
You copy code. This code is not applicable. This is
Which
not
part?
necessary. This code.
Yeah, I was having issue trying
Which
to
issue?
put the image to the center, so that was why. And
Okay, so
then
you went
that's
to
the
the
best
start.
thing I could do.
Okay.
Sir?
Well, it's fine. But these are complex. I
Sir.
think you're fine. You are fine. Yeah, you did
Okay,
the research work. So it's a research work, so it's an assignment. All right. So everyone, okay, display flex direction, column align, center, padding. Okay. I'll take time to explain all this to us. But what I want to explain now is she created a table. And now, I told you, you can apply border on anything, any item. So your table, you can apply a border. That's what she tried to apply. So what she did not do, okay, you can make it multi. Yeah, she tried here. So that's what she applied here. She put a border here. Border 1 pixel and change it to 5. Make it multiple. And then you also apply, you see, make it multiple. Yeah, it's looking like it now. So it's resembling it. Okay, 5 is too much. Let's reduce it to 3. 3. Okay, 3 is there. 3 is there, and then we put table row here, table data, a picture, and a text, which she did right there. It's fine. Or what I want to look at is this. Okay, she has already determined the length of the table. All right, so this is what she did, which is fine. There's no issue with this one. So all of these things were just the kind of font CSS she wanted for the text, at the text appear. So the same thing she did here is what is applied here. Just create this, put a border. Now, what she now did is now put a border instead of on table. She put a border on table data on each column. A border here, a border, a border, a border, and put a picture. Create a new table row, a table data, table data, right? Which I've taught you guys, right? So that's what she did, you see. Table data, giving header and paragraph, which is fine. And then she did this. So the same thing, apply border table, apply border, and she nested table in table, that's what she did right here. And then she was able to complete this work. So what I've seen right here, what she has done is a researcher. I see someone that is a researcher that researched, and I see someone that is research work, diligence, and patience. A block upon block, layer upon layer. That is how you are going to learn. Do you understand? All right. So you see, okay, now let's do this as a roundup. Free website template, edit, download, discuss. So let's do this. So what we just do is that just created a table data, a table script. Table is prepared, CR immediately, CR, then CD. Let's do this as a roundup. So the first CD is this. Faith, is it okay to share your code with the class so that maybe they can use it? No, I won't share it. Go and do your own. Okay. So,
It's okay to share.
no, you are not sharing. So everybody should manage them. Okay. The next one is another CD. What should be there? Edit, download, discuss. Let's just put it in like this. Edit, download, and discuss. All right. Let's see what we've done. So what we did is create a table data. Then let's refresh. You see what it did for us, right? So now, what I now want to do is ring gap industry. Look at this. It has this is more on the left, and this edit download this course is on the right. Okay, Jeffrey, you have a question. Can I ask a question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. Go ahead, sir.
All right. The first table row, the explanation about that, I saw where he puts no. I need a clarification concerning that code. Why is it no?
Oh, did you just join the class? I explained it that text decoration none. It means you don't want the text you have an underline. I think I explained it twice.
Okay. Yes, you were trying to. I was lost because
Okay.
I used to remove my.
Okay.
I was expecting arrow EF. So I didn't, as I was still saying that
by default,
did not replace the this stuff.
You put none. Text decoration none so that you don't have underline.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to post space. During the industry, edit, download Discord should be pushed to the later end. So I think there's something I need to do. Let me try to see if it's doable here. This work. Okay. Style. Okay, these are 4 items. Let me allow this one to have this key order to share, order period. Order period. Let me say 70 pixel, 70%. I'm trying to create a space that each one should occupy. Each one should have 10. Then let me see if it will work. I've forgotten that code. Okay, I think it did a magic. Okay, this is it. Did it. I can make this style. My width is 100%. Good. Now, all of you might be wondering, okay, so what I've done right here is I want to achieve what is done here. 3 websites, it align here, and then all these ones, they are on the far right. Right. So what I try to do is I declare a width for the table to be 100%. And now said, let this first one take 70%. Others should share 10, 10, 10%, meaning 70 plus 10 plus 10%, that's 100%. Am I right? I want to know if you are with me on this one. Hope I've not lost you. Hello?
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
Is it clear? Is it clear or no? If it's not clear, let me know. What we did here is just try to create a spacing. It's just like in a room. Maybe there are 4 guys that want to share a room, and one guy is behaving, there's a master room, and there's a senior prefect in that room trying to say that, oh, this is my own space, so it's taking the larger space. All of you can share the other smaller space. So that's what we are doing here. So we are assigning larger space to this one because of this. Look at this one. Look at what we are replicating here. You see this free website template? It's taking all of this space, and edit, download, Discord are squeezed to the right. So we're also trying to replicate the same thing right here. So did you get it clear now? So that's why we said, okay, 100% is the maximum width, Then we now say out of 100, we give 70 to this ring gap industry, which is here right here. So 70% is from this end to this end. Then the other one share 10, 10, 10 to complete. Is it clear, guys?
Okay, theoretically clear.
It's not theoretical, it's practical. Because let me share this code with you guys. Maybe you can replicate it. You can replicate it to be able to replicate it, right? On your hand, test it. So they tell you a lot. So let me repeat again. I created a table. It has one table row. This is a table row. And I gave it table data. 4 table data. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are table data. That's the 4 column. And I'll say that on each column, I want one column should take larger space. So there is a CSS style called width. Width is what? Width is breadth now. Are you with me? It's breadth, right? You are giving something a width. It means you want it to have a breadth. And I'm saying, let it have. The reason I use 100% is I mean 100% meaning the entire 100% represent the entire pacing of your screen, of the website screen, of the width of the website. 100%. So I now said divide it into 70 by 10 by 10 by 10, meaning that the first column should take 70% space, the second one should take 10%, other one should take 10%, and the last one should take 10%. So meaning that I let the first one have a larger share of 70%. That's what I just did here. You'll be doing this a lot, so you need to. So if you don't understand this, we can continue on the group, right? I will explain again. But look at the code I've sent you. So, but now, I want this my ring gap needs to come to the right. What do I do? It's too far on the left. You know, it already has a 70% space. If I want it to come to the right with it, what do I do? Yeah,
You have to change it. Yes, you have to change it.
Change what?
You have to change it. Position where it is. You have to change the margin to.
All right, margin.
Right.
Let's say.
Actually,
100 pictures.
If you want to bring it. Already on the left, sir.
It should work now. Margin left.
Right. It's to right.
No, we want to shift it from the left.
To the right. So the margin to the left, not to the right, not left.
Are you sure? Sure.
Yes. The margin right, not left, because it's already on the left.
No, it's margin left. You want to shift it, you want it to deflect from the left, move away from the left. So you use margin left. It means you go to the right. Yeah, you use margin left because you are moving it like a magnet, pushing it from the left. So the reason I didn't work on table data is because the table data already is divine. So is the element within it we want to move. So the element within it can move within the circumference of 70% or within that space. So I can increase it to 300 figure. Let's see what we do. Can you see it now? Can you see I'm moving it? And I've been able to achieve a bit of this. So the next thing I need to do is this icon. I need to download it as a picture. Look for the picture of this icon. And this I can just put it beside these guys. Put it beside edit, download that, and I'm done. Let me copy this code, updated code to you guys. All right, so I'll be calling it a day today. So I'll give you time. So I think I will extend to next week so that you guys should take your time. So the next class we'll be having, we'll begin to work on how you can now use, instead of creating CSS or your CSS. No, you know, for example, all the CSS code, we can create everything under your header so that you don't create mess work, so that we don't have a very, this is an untidy work. We're having, for example, now the CSS you have here is the same one this is using, this one is using, this one is using. So I'll teach you how you can create one CSS, define one CSS code, and it can be applicable for every item. So you can be able to write your CSS concept and apply it the same thing for each element so that you don't have messy work like this. So this is a mess work, but it's the right way to start because I'm explaining something to look at. So now, the reason I give you that assignment is to broaden your knowledge to do research. Under that research, you would learn a lot of CSS code, which Faith have done. That's actually what I wanted to achieve. Make you to do research, learn a lot of things. You stumble about new stuff, then you begin to understand. Some you don't even understand, you just know it works. But later you now begin to, the way it works, you now know that, okay, this is why it works. Then you now begin to understand it. So research, do the assignment from scratch, right? So next week, we'll be looking at CSS within this header, and we will conclude on CSS next week. Then afterwards, we'll begin JavaScript. So please, let us get our hands dirty right, on this thing. So you guys can collaborate and do your work. So Faith, all this icon, you guys must put all this icon, all these things must be there, all these social media icon. So I want you, so with what I've done with you, I want you to replicate this page. You can do it. Replicate it as it is. Right. In short, download all of the pictures and use it. I don't want you using another picture. Use the exact picture, the exact logo, the exact name. So that's what I want. Do you get? So that will be all for tonight. Do you have any questions, guys?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions, but as
Hey.
we are working, no,
In the
I
name of
understand that we have to close now. So,
Okay.
though I'll be asking the questions on the group, but one major question I want to ask is just this: where you are displaying right now on your screen, where we have the great hairstyle comes from the expert. Now, I want to understand first of all, is it possible to also merge cells in HTML, just as the way we merge cells in Excel, like we can merge two cells? Is it possible to also merge cells? Because the reason I'm asking is because when I treated this, where we have the text and where we have the picture of the lady, okay, I created a table with two cells. When I
Okay.
tried to apply the border, it was separating, like there was a demarcation, like it was treating the tables as two different tables. So there was
Okay.
a demarcation in between.
And
So
that's let me answer you. Your border is within the table data, within the cells. If it's within the cells, it will be treating it this way. It has to be, look at this. She put the border on the table itself. So it's on the table itself you have to apply your border, not on the table cells. I think you are trying to apply it on the table cells, your border.
yeah.
So change it. Yeah. Change it.
Thank you.
This one, the border is on the table. This one, the border is on the cells. The other ones at the bottom is on the cells. This one is on the table. You get that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Thank you, sir.
Any other person? We will call it a day now. So you guys you have till next week to do
Thank
your
you,
work.
sir.
You are welcome.
I beg, governor and that brother that overdo, I beg, tutorial. I beg.
Excuse me. So I have a question.
Yeah, Mayowa.
The very top, this thing that you did, the way you separated, some should be the free template should consume 70%, and the remaining should consume 10. Like, I'm just curious, like, you use percentage, like, can that kind of this thing work with Pixel too?
Yes, you can use Pixel. I would have used Pixel.
Okay.
But the problem with Pixel is that Pixel will be working based on resolution of your screen. You know, the screen of your phone has a resolution. So the pixel, 100 pixel on my laptop will be different from 100 pixel on my phone. Right. So it means if something moves farther to the left on my laptop, on my phone, it might not move at all. So the reason why we use percentage will help you to align it accordingly regardless of the screen resolution. So you can use percent. When you begin to come to advanced CSS, you use percent more than pixels. Do you get? It is only in minimal cases, like maybe you want to do picture width and height, you use pixel. But when it comes to alignment, positioning, it's better to use percentage. So percentage and pixel are affected.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be calling every other question that you come on the group. And thank you for joining tonight. See you another time.
I'm grateful, sir. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.